Hello everyone, I'm Troublesome Trucks and welcome to our regular Thursday Crash City episode. Today we have Crash City requested episode, I think 152. Today's request is by Lyndon Chia Ming Zhang something, and they requested an 8-engine free-for-all with Bash, Dash, Bill, Ben, Donald, Duck, Rosie, and Scarloey. So it'll be the best out of 7 rounds. May the best engine win. And let's begin our Crash City episode right now. Alright, here we go. Round 1, starting with Donald. Haven't had a free-for-all in a few episodes, so it's nice to change things up again. We got Dash. Here goes Ben. We got Duck on the tracks. Ben is colliding with the back of Donald. Donald is falling off the tracks. He is out of this round. Dash collides with Duck. Dash is derailed. Duck is off. Ben collides with Scarloey. Dash is falling over. Bill is going to be the last one out of the gate. Bash and Rosie clear the way. That's Ben who fell over as well. 5 engines down. 3 still remain. We got, Rosie's now in trouble. We got Bash, Rosie, and Bill. Can Rosie recover? Bill's pushing her around, and Rosie's, not looking good. She's out. We have Bill and Bash left on the tracks. Bill is faster, and he's caught up to the back of Bash and pushing him around. This could end up being dangerous for Bill, because sometimes when engines are pushing other engines, they tend to knock each other off, as we saw with Rosie. So maybe Bill will be able to hang in there and long enough, and we'll do a tiebreaker. But we'll see. Well, the points are usually a spot of bother for the engines, so we'll see if they make it around. And it looks like they did. I think they're pretty stable on the tracks. So we got Bash and Bill left at the end of round 1, and it doesn't look like anything's going to happen for a while, so I think we might as well just cut to a tiebreaker and speed things along. Alright, for the tiebreaker, we're going to have Bill and Bash go up against each other and try and push the other one off the track. So start your engines. 3, 2, 1, and go. And they are going, and they're pushing on each other, and Bill is spinning his wheels quite fast. Bash is doing the same. They're actually pretty even. A little bit of back and forth. Bill gets the upper hand, then Bash. They're not really moving that much. This looks like a pretty close match. I think Bill pushed Bash along, but Bash regained his ground. And it's pretty much just a stalemate. Maybe we should try and get a piece of rolling stock in there and see if that messes things up. Otherwise, this could go on for a while, so let's try that. Alright, we've switched sides, and there's a flatbed in the middle, so maybe that'll derail one of them. So let's see. 3, 2, 1, and go again, and okay. Now, Bill didn't go, and now Bash. Alright, go. And it's basically the same thing once again. Bill and Bash going back and forth. Man, these two are just really not having it, so maybe we need to add more rolling stock. Alright, since the other tiebreaker wasn't working, I decided we could go back to basics for a little bit, and this is the original tiebreaker we used to do before we kind of went to the other one, but let's see what this does. We have they're all pushing trucks around, and when they eventually collide, maybe this will derail one of them, because they are pretty stuck. And Bash! Bill was too fast and caught Bash on a curve and kind of just knocked him off, and Bill is still pushing a truck around. Well done, Bill. That was a very tough tiebreaker, but Bill won it in the end, so Bill will be the first engine with a point on the board today. He is starting with 1 point. Well done, Bill. That was a good one, Bash. That was a tough one, but let's keep things going. Round 2 is up next. Alright, so after that very long tiebreaker, we are back, and we are about to start round 2. If Bill doesn't want to work here, alright, there we go. Bill says he's already won. He's had enough. We have Scarloey, and Ben's on the tracks. Here goes Rosie. And next up, Donald. Okay, Scarloey and Rosie have collided. Scarloey has his front wheels off now. Ben and Rosie, Ben and Donald. Ben's off the tracks. Bill's already made his way around. Donald, Scarloey, and Ben are off the track so far. Rosie's just limping around trying to recover, and she's actually switched tracks now. Bash is derailed. Dash collides, and they're both twins are down. Rosie is stuck on the tracks. Again, Bill's still on the tracks, and Duck is as well. And oh my goodness, looks like they're about to tip over on that corner there. Rosie's blocking the tracks. That could cause some trouble when they make it around. Bill could be looking at a second point. He could go to 2 for 0 against everyone else. That'd be pretty interesting. But all right, they're making their way around. Rosie's blocking the tracks, kind of slowing them down. Let's see what she's going to do. Oh, Duck is off the tracks, and Bill and Rosie are stuck. Well, Rosie is pretty much off the track. She's only, wheels are half on. Oh, she's almost recovered. Oh my goodness. Oh, she almost saved herself again. I was going to say Bill won, and then Rosie almost actually saved herself. Well, with a little help from Bill, but fell off anyway. But good effort from Rosie. But looks like I think Bill will win a second point in a row. That's actually pretty good. I don't know how Bill is winning against all the others. It's pretty crazy how that can happen, but Bill is now on 2 points, so he's having a good shot at winning this, so the others need to try and maybe team up to take him down right away. Otherwise he might win this and it'll be over before it even started. So let's go to round 3. Alright, and round 3, we'll start off once again with Bill, because he won the last round as well, so see if someone can finally take him down this time. We have Bash and Donald, close call. Ooh, Donald just barely missed him. Now Bash has eliminated Ben. Oh, Bill gets caught up on Ben and falls over. Bill will not be winning this round, which means we'll have a new contender on the board. Bash and Donald are trying to take each other down. Oh, we have a big block on the cross-track. Oh my goodness, that was a huge mess. There's like 4 or 5 engines all got caught in that, like Bash, Dash, and Duck and Rosie in it as well. But Scarlo was the last one out of the gate, and because of that, he was actually avoided all that confrontation and just got caught in at the end. But wow, look at that. There's a big pile on the cross tracks. That was pretty wild. Bash and Dash and collided. Almost had a few escapes, but I think Scarlo was the last one going, so he got lucky on that one. So finally, Scarlo on the board, and Bill now has a little bit of competition. So we'll see if Bill will get even more points or someone else in round 4. Alright, round 4, off we go. Scarloey will go first, and he's also number 1, so that works out well. Duck is on the track. Rosie giving chase. She's speeding around, and Scarloey might collide. Oh, Rosie gets out of the way just in time. Dash and Bill. Bash. And okay, oh, Bill is already out, taken out by Rosie. And Ben, finally. Alright, everyone except Bill still going around. Oh, Bash takes out Ben and also himself. Dash and Donald collided. Rosie also got taken out by, I think, Scarloey. Duck is trying to go after Scarloey, but gets caught up on Donald. Scarloey might be going for 2 points in a row, unless Duck can stop him somehow. But he's currently caught up on Dash, so might be a little bit harder. And Scarloey might squeeze through. Oh, Duck went for a takedown, but didn't have enough speed or grip on the tracks to finish him off. And we might be looking at another tiebreaker. Duck was in the final 2 or 3 of a previous round, so I think he's eager to get at least 1 point on the board this time. Scarloey is chasing him around. We'll see if that does any good, or if Scarloey ends up knocking himself off the tracks, which is possible. And oh, I think he does have a front wheel off. Uh-oh, Scarloey. Oh, yep, he does indeed have a front wheel off. Can he recover this? And Duck's just casually strolling along the line. Usual day for him, nothing out of the ordinary. Oh, Scarloey's still alive. He's trying to go, and he's falling off the tracks. Well, Duck, you just won, kind of just hung out there, and sometimes the slow game is the best game, but sometimes not always the most exciting to watch, but it worked out for Duck. So Duck is on the board, and he takes round 4. So we have Scarloey and Duck with 1 point on the board. Bill still in the lead with 2 points. We'll see if anyone can catch up to him. Round 5 is inbound. And to begin round 5, we will have the Great Westerner himself, Duck, then Donald, giving chase. No Douglas, unfortunately, this time, because we don't have Douglas yet, but hopefully soon. Okay, and Ben has just got taken out by Duck and Donald, and he's blocking the track. Scarlet gets on, and he's falling over. Donald actually makes it through, and Dash as well. Bash is the last one out of the gate. Donald gets stuck on Duck, and he's trying to go. Oh my goodness, Dash collides with Rosie and falls over. Oh my goodness, Rosie got caught on back of Donald. Oh, Bill almost took out Bash. Rosie got caught on the back of Donald, and his side rods are jammed up. Bill's Bill's going for attack on Bash. Oh, wow. Bill and Bash back at it again. They have unfinished business with the two of them. That was an interesting hit. Both of them took damage in that. Bill crashed. They kind of crashed into the side of each other. I think Bill kind of went on the attack, but knocked himself off into the infield. And Bash is still somewhat on the tracks. We could do a tiebreaker, but I think since Bash is more on the tracks, well, partly on the tracks, and Bill is just off on the ground, I think we'll give this one to Bash. But yeah, Bill almost had that one, but I think we'll let Bash take this one. So well done, Bash. Finally get a point on the board, but I think there's going to be more tension between Bill and Bash in the future, but we'll see. So Bill's still in the lead, but still have a chance for someone to catch up to him and overtake him, but we'll see if that happens. Round 6 is up to go. Alright, and round 6 starting off. We're getting to the last few rounds, so we need to get some points on the board while you still can. We have all the twins going out. We have Bash, Dash, Ben, and finally Bill after a slow start. Donald, okay, the Bash and Dash have collided. Ben's trying to push his way through. Oh, Donald eliminates Ben. Bill and Bash collided again. Bash is out. Dash is barely hanging in there. Rosie's last one out of the gate. Dash is trying to recover. Bill stepping over. Rosie switches tracks. Scarlet's jammed up, pushes in her way through. Donald's trying to take him out. His back wheels are off the tracks. I don't know how his back wheels fell over. Oh my gosh, we have a huge pile right there. And once again, we have Scarlet and Duck. That was a chaotic round. We have, there are like 5 engines all piled up in at that one piece of track. I don't know how that works, but Scarlet's gonna crash into Duck, and Duck's off the tracks, and Scarlet gets his revenge. Wow. Well, that was a good round there. Lots of action. But Scarlet gets another point on the board. That's his second one. So now he is tied up with Bill. So I might have to do a final tiebreaker after if one of those two doesn't win the final round. So it's just got even more tense. So we'll see what happens in the finale round. Alright, and round 7, finale round. We have a tie between Scarlet and Bill, and they're both starting off. I think Duck and Bash also have a point each on the board, and there goes Dash. Duck just got eliminated. He's out of there for that time, for this round. Oh, and he's blocked the tracks, and Scarlet is derailed. Ben and Donald. Donald might have gone last already, I can't remember. Oh my goodness, a huge pile of Bill is lifting up the tracks. Dash and Rosie are derailed. Bill escaped, and Dash is trying to get back on the tracks, and now they're stuck out with Donald. Scarlet is kind of blocking the tracks there. We have a bunch of engines stuck. This is actually a mess. Okay, Dash is kind of derailed, and Rosie and Donald are trying to get through, but we have Scarlet kind of holding up Donald, and everyone's wedged in there. I'm not quite sure who was the last one going. I think Bill just buried himself behind some totes, so we're gonna have to go rescue him after this. But I think it was either Rosie or Donald. I think Dash is derailed and is only being pushed around by Rosie mostly. So I think we'll have to have a final battle tiebreaker between Rosie and Donald. Alright, for the round 7 tiebreaker, we have Rosie versus Donald, even though neither of whom have points on the board, so they can't actually win the whole competition. We're going to see who wins round 7 at least. So, Rosie versus Donald, 3, 2, 1, go. And it looks like Donald, has an upper hand, but now Rosie's getting a traction, and Donald's at the end of the track, and Rosie pushes him off. So, looks like Rosie will get the point for round 7. So, she gets a point, but we still have to figure out who wins between Scarlet and Bill, because each of them have 2 points. So, yeah, quick reset for another tiebreaker. Alright, now for the tiebreaker to win it all for this competition. Bill on the left, Scarlet on the right. Bill has been leading since the first few rounds, so now we'll have to see if Scarlet can take the throne in the 11th hour. So 3, 2, 1, start your engines. Bill didn't work out so good for Bill in the last time. Well, yeah, we had to have another tiebreaker for the tiebreaker, but looks like he's at odds again with Scarlet, and they're just going back and forth just like Bash. So I think we're gonna have to try the same tiebreaker once again. Alright, since Bill just can't seem to have a good tiebreaker with anyone, we're going to have this bigger tiebreaker. So 3, 2, 1, start your engines and go. Scarlet wasn't on, but alright, Bill is definitely faster, and this actually worked to his advantage when he faced off against Bash. Let's see if he can do it again, and Scarlet's, oh my goodness, and Scarlet piles on the trucks, and Bill flops on top of him. Okay, what a way to end it. Well done, Bill. Looks like you got that point, so let's get them in the middle for a final recap and photo shoot. Alright, so on the final winner of Crash City Requested episode 152, I believe, we have Bill. So I think Bill might have won a couple competitions before, maybe Ben or both, I'm not quite sure, but Bill will be the winner today. He finished with a total of 3 points, including most with tiebreakers, so he just had some pretty close battles with everyone. Scarlet finished second with 2 points, then Duck, Rosie, and Bash each got 1 point, and unfortunately Ben, Dash, and Donald didn't accumulate any points, so they'll have to try again another time to win. But we got majority engines with points on the board. I thought it was going to be a lot less since Bill got the first 2 rounds and stuff, but not too bad. So there's the final scoreboard visually. So yeah, that was a pretty close one. Bill kept having run-ins with Bash and Scarlet, so yeah, we had a bunch of tiebreakers and tiebreakers for the tiebreaker, so very confusing. But hopefully there were some good moments in there for you, and hope you enjoyed. So yeah, pretty much all we have for you today. If you have any ideas for future Crash City or other video ideas I could do, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you for watching. This is Troublesome Truck signing out, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.